Choose Yourself by James Altucher. Book summary. James Altucher's Choose Yourself, Be Happy, Make Millions, Live the Dream is a clarion call to move away from boring, traditional, and safe career paths and choose something much better, above all by building better habits and choosing yourself. As with so many books on financial literacy, investing, and entrepreneurship, Choose Yourself has to be examined in light of its author and his experiences. James Altucher is an entrepreneur, author, and angel investor. Born and raised in New Jersey in the 1970s and 1980s, he worked for most of the 1990s in the IT department at HBO. But while he was working at the cable provider that would soon bring people The Sopranos and The Wire, he was also building his own tech startup, a company called Reset Inc., which he sold in the late 1990s for $15 million at right around the same time he left HBO. Thereafter, he lost most of the $15 million before making another fortune through hedge fund investment and creating a new financial social network called Stock Picker, which he sold for $10 million in 2007. Since then, he has worked for various investment companies and authored 20 books, of which Choose Yourself, published in 2013, is just one of the more successful ones. Given all this, we do think that he is suitably well qualified to author a book which will impart ideas to its readers on making money and living life according to your own rules. In Choose Yourself, Altucher argues persuasively that the conventional life of the American middle class as experienced by the baby boomers in the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s is effectively dead today. Chasing it is not only a waste of time, it is a recipe for disappointment and a failed life. Altucher then goes through this in detail. The ideal of the generations who lived after the Second World War was for both the mother and father to raise a nice family with 2 or 3 children, living in the suburbs, with 2 cars and going on a vacation every year. For the first time in the industrial age, both parents were working, and this massively increased the family's income and their ability to consume. There was a clear life trajectory during these simpler times. One went to college, got a good degree, then moved on to a safe job with a decent salary, started the family, and over the years probably received incremental pay increases at work as loyalty points for hanging around for 40 years. After a certain point, mom and dad had paid off the mortgage and sent the kids to college and were able to enjoy a nice retirement. But, Altucher notes, that age is gone. It is dead, and the nail was put in its coffin with the financial crisis that began in 2008 and the inception of online work, as American and European companies ruthlessly cut jobs and outsourced them to anyone with an internet connection in Asia. But have no fear, for Altucher claims that you can replace this by putting fate in yourself to control your own destiny, i.e., you should choose yourself. Make yourself the only person who is in control of your life and your dreams for yourself. In doing so, you can decide what is important to you and how you can best obtain it. For instance, if your goal is financial freedom, then you can start working on ways to magnify your income by doing anything from creating products to freelancing to writing books. If you value your free time more than a bulging bank account, you can choose ways to maximize your earning ability working a few hours a day, and then take the rest of the day off. All of this can easily be done, Altucher affirms. But the only one holding you back is you and your fear of failing or being viewed strangely by friends and acquaintances. But Altucher is clear. You need to reject these fears and instead push forward with taking control of your own affairs. Finally, Altucher outlines how you can maximize your own potential by building good habits into your daily activities in 4 key areas. These are your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. You needn't do anything too drastic. Altucher states that he tries to improve himself by just 1% in each of these 4 areas each day. This can be achieved by doing something as simple as going for a walk to get some exercise, and some time to reflect on things, eating well, or writing down your thoughts and ideas to reflect on them, even if they're really bad ideas. Similarly, this daily practice should involve being selective about who you spend time around and work with. Avoid negative, toxic people. Try to be more gracious with strangers. To aid in all of this, Altucher has even set up a free website where people can track their daily practices. All in all, James Altucher's Choose Yourself is a book which mixes details on becoming an entrepreneur and also improving yourself at the same time. Altucher's message is clear. In order to be able to succeed in business and life, you have to choose yourself in order to improve yourself first. And that's a wrap. To summarize once more, Choose Yourself, the message of James Altucher's book. One which will instill the idea that by making better decisions for yourself and building better habits in your life, you will advance to a better career and a better life.